We should be there soon. The smoke looked to be half a day away at most. Unless they packed up and started moving again, but no, we shouldn't be far from the border. Speaking of that, the border, it's a friendly one, right? I mean, I know it used to be. I was able to pass along the main roads pretty freely back in the day, but things change. Okay, so peaceful then, just sparsely populated. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder why. Seems like a nice place to live, especially if you're into trees. Oh, I'm sure. There are always legends where old forests are concerned. Always creatures that go bump in the night. But in the end, the worst thing I ever encountered was people. People are a lot more dangerous than almost any beast, magic or not. Want to swap stories? We can talk about all the monsters we've met over the years. I know. I'm making conversation to distract us, can't you tell? But, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Can't do much except keep moving forward, but I am definitely thinking about it. Well, one of three things could be at work here. One, someone can actually see us and wanted us to know that, but we don't know if they mean us harm or not. Two, someone can't see us but wanted us to think they can. Again, no way to know if they mean harm, but that one sounds like a classic toying with us move. And three, that note could have been meant for someone else entirely. But the odds of that are pretty small. What would be the chance of us wandering up and finding a note in the middle of nowhere in the woods and it being for someone else? Especially given our situation. What we're running from, your nobility, it doesn't track. So that leaves us with the very real possibility that someone can see us. I'm going to assume so, yeah. Now, do they want us dead? Probably not. Otherwise, we'd already be dead. If someone with power was tracking us, they could do almost anything. But they haven't. They haven't done anything at all, other than let us know we're being watched. So, why? Are they warning us? Are they messing with us? Are they trying to tell us something else? We don't have all the pieces yet. We can't possibly know, so all we can do is keep doing what we're doing. We keep moving forward. We keep walking until we get to your people. Then we regroup and make plans. Like I said, I'm with you. I can't imagine not being with you at this point. You're like my rock, my center. I can't explain it better than that, but when I'm around you, I feel a lot more at peace. I feel like there's nothing we can't handle. Maybe it's just a balance thing. It's not like I couldn't manage before. I always did just fine. I got myself really far on my own, and I was pretty happy to do it, but there's just something about you, how we vibe together. Yeah? I'm glad. I did intend to bring some stability to your life by coming here. Guess that's mission accomplished, at least until everything that's happened. It was going so well for a bit, and then just not, which, that's a strange thought. Well, it's a little curious. You were back on your throne for nearly a year before you came and got me. You were managing. It wasn't great, but you were making it work. You really didn't need me to come balance things for you, honestly. You could have pushed through on your own. But you wanted a friend on your court, and I was happy to oblige. And then, less than a month after I arrive, this happens. We finally got things to a place of relative peace with less drama between the nobles and all the other tiresome nonsense, and then this. Well, why didn't whoever did this do it sooner? What were they waiting for? Word got around fast that you were back in power, and word also got around that you were having some trouble pacifying the nobles. Whoever did this could have done it literally any time. They could have attacked well before things stabilized for you. Certainly before you even had a chance to come get me, or for me to be here at all, posing as your fiancé. So, why didn't they just attack? What were they waiting for? I suppose it's possible that a spell like that took a lot of preparation, maybe a lot of rare ingredients. I've heard of some spells taking months or even years just to get ready to do, so it's not impossible. Maybe they were trying other things before this, and those things failed. Maybe they thought there would be an easier path to your demise, through a disgruntled noble or something. Things were rough there for a while, the coup itself, and then you coming back. I'm sure a lot of plans were foiled when you turned up alive and well. And maybe I'm just grasping at straws here, trying to find a reasonable explanation for anything at all right now. It just feels strange to me. Something feels strange. Just ignore me. I'm in a mood, I guess. We've been through a lot, and emotions are definitely running high. Back to leaning on you as my rock of stability. It's fine, I'll be your rock too. We can support each other, including over this log. There we go. That was a lot higher than I thought. You okay? Good. These woods are getting wilder and wilder the further we get from the keep. Almost older, like old growth. I take it no one really does any timber work out here? Oh, really? What sort of legends? Ah, I see. Protector spirits and the like. The sort of thing that would definitely scare the superstitious away from cutting down trees or even living around here. That's interesting. I had no idea. Oh, wow, that's a long time. Amazing how lore grows and changes. For those who stick to the main roads, they would never see or know any of that. It's just a forest. But out here, yeah, I can see that. I can imagine a lot of things seeming mystical or magical. Is there any truth to any of it? Hey, you're the royal here, Highness. You should know if there's a supernatural element embodying one of your forests, shouldn't you? Isn't that part of the job? Really? Like a pilgrimage? Wow, even nobles bow to something, I suppose. Tell me about it. We've got some time to kill, might as well. Talk to me about this shrine quest of yours. How old were you? Okay, so like maybe 10, 11. And you set out with your father and a few dozen guards, I imagine? Did you know where you were going? Right, not that you would have cared at that age anyway. Oh yeah? Then what happened? Wait, your father said it was actually sacred? I thought it was just a formality, a keep the peace sort of thing. Lots of rulers do stuff like that to make a show of appeasing the local gods and whatnot. I wonder why he'd say that. Oh, so not the whole forest, just that one part. A little dark corner of the larger wilds. How long did it take you to get there? Oh, that's fair. Everything feels like it takes forever when you're a child. When you got there, was it like a natural spring? Was it pretty? Oh, beautiful. Sounds almost like a grotto. Like a church made of nature. Was that the feeling you got? Right, so then what happened? What was the plan? What does that mean? How does one pay respects to a magical spring? Ah, I think I get you. So there was an actual religion around it, sort of. Like believers and followers. Wow, were they there? Did you see them when you were there? That's kind of creepy. I get the robes and all that, but vows of silence make me a little uncomfortable. A lot of people standing around just not talking, it's a strange vibe. Did they worship a deity, or did they, worship the spring itself? How did that work? I'm sorry, I just get fascinated by what people believe sometimes. It's interesting to me. But you probably wouldn't remember much since you were so young. So, you and your father brought your offering. What was it, by the way? That's it? How anticlimactic. Did you get a look at what the paper said? What? What? Why your blood? How much did he take? Still, that's rough, being just a kid and having your dad do that. Even just for a few drops, that hurts. Wait, blood on paper. That sounds like some sort of magic contract. You're going to need to finish this story fast. I am fully invested. So you just left the paper on the altar? Did you have to do anything? Bow or pray or anything like that? Then you just left? No fanfare? Why? What did it feel like? Well, that sounds ominous, especially when you're a little kid. Did your father say anything? Really? I hate when parents do that. Like, they just assume you won't understand, so they don't tell you anything. Kids are so much smarter than we give them credit for. Did he say why he needed your blood, at least? Safety. What a vague word. The things we do in the name of safety. So you left it at something to keep you safe, and that's it. What? Why? Why would he be angry that you asked? He took your blood for it. You had a right to know what was going on. But maybe he didn't think you'd understand it. You were a child. Maybe it was complicated. But he did say it was for your safety. Huh. Sounds like maybe it was a protection ritual. It makes some sense. I know your family wasn't particularly religious, but there's a lot more to it than that when you're in power. Whether your father believed in it or not, he probably thought it was worth a shot to do something to respect the local ancient religion and also go through the motions of protecting his child. Nothing to lose, right? Can't hurt to try everything to keep your kids safe, and also make the followers of some old gods happy. Exactly. The members were probably delighted that he participated in it. It shows he was a solid leader doing that. It probably meant a lot to them. And hey, it worked, right? You're still here. You're safe. Yeah. You actually are, though. You survived the coup, even though no one else in your family did. And you've survived this adventure so far. Maybe there was something to that ritual. Maybe he used that letter in your blood to buy you a few extra lives, like a cat. Maybe there's some elder god of a hidden spring watching over you. True, watching over us at this point. Watching us. Hey, sweetness, how close would you say we are to that spring right now? I mean, do you think we're in the vicinity? Do you think that note could have been from one of the followers of that religion? I just wonder, maybe we're close by and they really are watching us. I would expect that they would have sentries or some way of knowing when someone gets close to their sacred areas. We might be really close, actually. Maybe the note was to reassure us that they're with us, that we're not alone out here. Maybe, for once, someone or something is on our side. It's a nice thought, isn't it? Do you think we should look for the spring? Should we try to find it? Maybe pay our respects? If we're going the right way toward it, we might as well. Maybe it'll bring us a blessing or something. We could certainly use one right about now. Well, I hope we're going the right way then. I don't want to get too turned around. It's getting hard to tell what direction we're moving in. The canopy is blocking out so much of the light. I think this way? Let's keep at it. I can always climb another tree if I need to. Hang on, did you see that ahead? There was a movement. I'm not sure. Might have been another figure, like before. It was gone too fast for me to see it clearly, but it definitely wasn't an animal. There don't seem to be any animals out here at all, actually. A few birds, but no deer or squirrels or anything. Where did all the critters go? Huh. Whoever or whatever they were, they're gone now. And look, another note. I'm beginning to see a pattern. No, I'm still not okay with touching it. Let's just do this. See if we can read it once we flip it open. There. Let's see. It says, I see you. Keep on the path. I'm waiting for you. Ugh, it's so creepy. Why do they have to make it sound like that? Can't people just communicate like normal? Fair enough. I don't mean to disparage the religion. I'm just really confused. Do you think we should keep going? Do what it says? I trust you, Highness. If you think we should stay on this path, let's keep at it. We need to get to your people, and if that means passing by an ancient spring and offering our thanks for being alive, I can do that. I'm happy to do that. Of course, I'm with you, remember? We got this. Besides, we can't be far. We weren't that far from the border in the first place. We're running out of land that is yours. You okay, sweetness? You look like something's wrong. I trust your gut. What's it telling you? Do you think we shouldn't try to go there then? If it gave you that bad of a feeling, maybe we should try to avoid it. We can try at least. If we hear water, we can go another way. There has to be a way to cut around it. Look, I don't care what gods they follow or what magic they have. If your gut is screaming that we shouldn't go, we shouldn't go. What is it then? Like something you forgot about? Maybe you don't try so hard to remember. It might come back on its own. Just try to relax and let the memories flow. Something might pop back in. Okay, well, in the meantime, maybe we try going in another direction. Maybe... What is that? Those thorns, were they there before? All thick like that? Wait, something is strange. We should probably turn back, find another way through. Yep, we definitely should. Just... What is... This is the way we came, right? We came through this way. But now it's not passable. What is going on? Did they have something to do with this? Are they hurting us with magic? Closing up all the other ways we could go? Oh, not if I can help it. I'm going to try cutting it back. Hang on. It won't cut. What sort of vines are these? Sweetness, we're being pushed along. I don't think we have a choice. Now I really hope they don't mean us any harm. I'd hate to have to fight my way out of a conflict with someone who can do this. I don't know, Hey. I just had a random but persistent thought. Well, the smoke, the spell that drove us out of the keep, it's been bothering me when I think about it. Like, if someone wanted to put everyone in the place to sleep, why make such a show of it? Why send a wave of very visible smoke toward us, giving us plenty of time to evacuate if they just wanted to knock us all out? Why not do something more subtle, maybe something invisible so we wouldn't run away? Okay, but why would they want the keep? There was nothing of value in it except you. And you got out, you ran. Do you think, instead of trying to attack us with that smoke, do you think whoever sent it was trying to hurt us? Pushing us out of the castle and into these woods? Was that the idea all along? I mean, even when we were a little exposed to the smoke, it didn't kill us. It put us to sleep for a little while, but that's it. We've been so busy thinking that this was an attack, someone trying to take advantage of your lack of stability. But we didn't even think about the possibility that it was all a means to get us here. Something to push us in this direction. No other way we could go. Okay, but why? Why not just send us an invitation or something? Why on earth go to this trouble to get us here? Unless what they want from us is something bad. Who knows? Is it all connected? Does it all come back to that old religion? I feel like we might be making it worse by speculating. Okay, well, assuming that's the case, what's their motivation then? What could they want with you? I don't either. I wish we knew it was in that document with your blood on it. Maybe something was promised to them. Maybe you owe them something and you don't even know it. And now they want to collect. Which might explain why they didn't just send an engraved invitation with your name on it. Maybe they were worried that you'd disappear if they came to collect whatever it is they think they're owed. I hope not. I hope your father wouldn't do something so foolish as to sign you up for a debt you'd have to pay someday and then not even tell you about it. Maybe he thought it would never come due. Maybe they've broken the deal, or maybe you have, somehow. Or maybe something else entirely is at work here. All we know for sure is that there's just one path we can take right now. Unless we want to burn down this forest, and I'm not on board with lighting the world on fire just yet. We don't know if anyone means us harm. Like I said, we'd be dead if they wanted us dead. Maybe we follow the path. Maybe we see where it goes. And if we have to fight our way out, we do it together. I know, Highness, but you and me, we can handle a lot. We already have. Let's see what's ahead of us, and whatever it is, we'll meet it head on. I'd rather have some answers than stumble around out here with nothing but questions. You with me? Then let's get going. Hey, Sweetness. Shout out to this audio's randomly selected Sweetness patron, James Mostowski. Thank you for making this channel possible. If you like my audios, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out the links in the description for all the ways you can support me, including my awesome Patreon. Thanks for listening.